folks, I want nothing more than to play the shared power metagame. In this metagame, you switch in a Pokemon and it gives its ability to the whole team. You can stack up to 6 abilities on all of your Pokemon. So of course I've built a Magcargo Gaming. With Water Absorb, Levitate, it's indestructible. You can't beat this Pokemon. And Adaptability and Queenly Majesty, so you can't get hit with Prio moves. Magic Guard, you can't Toxic me either, bozo. Problem is, no one plays this. I've been in queue for 20 years, I think. 20 years. 20 years in the can. I don't think I ever will find a game. Not even one. I've been playing the Bazaar on the other monitor, waiting for the queue to pop. With OBS ready to start recording at any moment. But no, nobody's playing. Nobody. Not even a 1. All of my effort, all of my triumph and non-triumph alike. You may as well throw it into the incinerator. The incinerator is my real home. I'll go there in a minute. Where do I even... It's genius. Magcargo with Water Absorb. You can't kill the guy. It's smart. Let me do it. It's not even gonna lose. It's not gonna lose. It's not gonna lose. I promise you. I promise you. You think that you're... You know what's the meta in this format? Cud Chew. You ever heard of Cud Chew? It lets you consume a berry at the end of your turn again. And then you stack Cheek Pouch and Harvest and every berry ability all on one guy. And they're indestructible and they have every boost in the game. That's the meta of this. I wouldn't know though, would I? Because I guess I haven't played a single game of it. Have I? I haven't played a game. There's a ladder for... They should take down the ladder, I guess. It's as good as nothing. You might as well have a snake rather than a ladder. Am I right? Snakes and ladders players out there. When you land on the ladder space, you go up in life. When you land on the snake, you regress. You regress. You go backwards. This is my best video I have ever uploaded. It's the shared power... I'm gonna do something I never do. We're gonna go to the lobby chat. Which of the following horse Pokemon would you ride into the battle? Spectria has the highest speed stat, so I'd go with that for an advantage. Shared power. Ladder. Please queue up. Please. Please, lobby chatters. We've got 614 users in here. They're dropping like flies. They're all leaving as soon as I suggested this. There's a healthy fluctuation between a 615 and a 614 user count. It's a healthy fluctuation. We've reached an all-time high of 617. It's unprecedented. Nobody's in here. This place is usually filled with 12-year-olds arguing about whether Charizard or Blastoise is the cooler Pokemon. Let's start some discussion. Charizard is far more intriguing than a Blastoise. You gotta start some discussion. Any counter-arguers? If we get the people riled up, then maybe they'll read my above message about the shared power letter and they will queue up and I will be able to win with Magcargo. Maybe that's just a bold strategy. This is my only play in this situation. You have to play to your outs in competitive Pokemon. It's an important part of the game. There's not even a single person even cares. Who's the most popular Pokemon? Umbreon, right? So let's... That's interesting. Queue up shared power ladder. We've done it. We have achieved some How is Charizard intriguing? And we got a game. I told you this would work. You guys didn't believe in my strategy. But it worked like a charm. You said that Charizard is intriguing, and then what do you mean he's intriguing? What does that even mean? And then what do you know? It's a battle. Oh, this is a nightmare. Look at what I'm up against. We have Oricorio Pom Pom. We have Espathra. That's the one that's killing me. Okay. Comfy, by the way, is insane in this because Triage is just an unbelievable ability. And you can give it like Technician, Draining Kiss and stuff like that. Anyway. We lead, of course, with... Well, you gotta lead with Ogerpon Wellspring. That would be the one for me. Forgive, this is the first ever Jimothy Cool episode with a cold open. A cold open. The lobby chat, I'm getting notifications for it. I've started a real riot in there, haven't I? I don't know what's happening in there. I don't even care anymore. That's in the past for me, but I've gotten what I needed out of that. And now they're all talking about Charizard versus Blastoise, as is per usual. So they should thank me for the engagement I've invited. They should pay me, really. I've revitalized the community. I've gotten a simple KO with Ivy Cudgel here. It wasn't even hard either. Okay, my whole team has Magic Guard now. My whole team has Levitate in just a second. We're gonna create an Indestructible Magcargo. Uh-oh. Do I lose to this fella? It's possible. It's absolutely possible. I don't really care for Corviknight and what it represents. Leftovers disturbed. What the hell does that mean? Those leftovers have been disturbed. I think it's when I clicked Poltergeist that happened. Well, look what I do here. We go Adaptability Crawdon. We click Knock Off. You get rid of those. They're disturbed. Let me get rid of them for you then. If they're so disturbed, let me just take care of that for you. You'll thank me later, I would think. And now... the problem with Magcargo is you can't give it immunity to... It's impossible to grant Magcargo with an immunity to... Ghost? Sorry, Fighting? There's no Fighting immune ability you can give it. So I'm sort of just... on my lonesome here with... I think it's going to have to be a bold move of Terra Grass Shell Smash. And then... what happens next might just shock you. I think this is... I don't think I have what it takes anymore. Quaquaval, is it? Well, I am faster with Terra Blast Grass on my Pokemon. I don't have... This is Espathra. But this guy's gonna protect. You're gonna protect for a speed boost? A player like yourself would. Oh no, you just are aware that you're faster. Naturally. Well, that's no good. Oh dear. You have speed boost, right? You're gonna get the speed boost as soon as I switch in, you're gonna get it. No, you don't have it. Okay. Why is this my YouTube BGM is not... It's not working properly. When in doubt, Ogerpon Wellspring will bring me over the finish line. Oricorio Pom Pom. I've got a novel idea here. I'm gonna go with Ivy Cudgel. What is this? What is this gonna do to me? What are you gonna do to me? Dragon Dance? That's so interesting. I'm all for that. Stored power for 24% damage is crazy work. That's outstanding work. I can appreciate some stuff like that. Oracorio Pom Pom is about to end my career swiftly. Oh, this is Scarved, the end. What a twist. It was a Scarved Pokemon the whole time. I can, you know, I can appreciate some stuff like this. Amazingly, we've won a battle. Magcargo was instrumental there. You can't say it wasn't. Okay, what's happening in the lobby chat? If necessary, I will consult the lobby chat for more queuing. But now we're back to searching, as we tend to be. Let's just zoom in on the team, so that the fans understand the stakes of the situation. Allow me to move the microphone. It'll be a bit loud, maybe. Oh no. I've just alienated my whole audience with that maneuver. Jimothy, that was a bit loud, and I'm leaving. I'm screeching about it. I'm just gonna screech and whine and screech about it. I'm so sorry. Truly. I wish I could take it all back. I wish I could rescind everything I've ever done and start fresh. I want to start fresh. You guys know I have 1,041 ELO points on the shared power ladder? They're calling me the greatest player because I found a game. No one's ever done that before? No one's ever found a game before in this format? Maractus isn't any good. There's little creative merit to something like that. And that's when you hit him with the right hook, queue up shared power. If that's an incendiary comment in your mind, it's time to queue up shared power and fight me in the ring. Face me in the ring. It's the truest way to... They're calling this, they've called me out. It was, in fact, I was baiting the enemy. It was too obvious. I've been really owned here. When I said the statement, Maractus isn't any good, there's little creative merit to that. They've correctly identified that I wasn't being serious by that. So I'm kind of out of options now. I'm being left out to dry here. I would queue up shared power, but I don't have a team for it. Damn it. That's the thing with other metagames, is it's this insane world where, like, Crawdaunt is the best Pokemon in the game, so how do you even begin to build a team in that and start playing, you know? That's the problem. That's the problem. I think that other metagames, they need to have, like, 20 sample teams, and then people will get into it, because then... This metagame, it's got 3 sample teams, and they're good teams. I think we need to up that number to 70 sample teams, and then... the people will understand. Let's put some motivational quotes linking back to Gen 9 shared power, and then, and only then will we find success. Only then. I gotta get out of the lobby chat. I don't like it in there. It's only a last resort. It's like it's the equivalent of, you know, you're in a losing position. All you can do is go for the Ice Beam freeze. It's a 10% chance. It's a long shot, but you got nothing else. It's a little bit dishonorable, but when backed into a corner, you have to go for it. You have to go for it. And that's the kind of thing that would drive me to go to the lobby chats. They're all ignoring me now. They're ignoring me. They don't like me in there. They think I'm stupid. Other metas. Shared power. Queue up. Or you're a coward. Now these people, they've got a pride to them. In the other metagames room, they're proud individuals, and they will see this and they will say, they will queue up because it's a challenge presented to them. I don't think a single other person plays this format. I don't think this has one player. I don't think there's even one player to speak of. I killed him. I killed the only player. I hit him with the Shell Smash Flamethrower. He was running Oricorio Pom Pom, and now he's quit forever. Oricorio Pom Pom flashes before my eyes. It's the only Pokemon I've ever witnessed recently. It's the only stimulus I've gotten in quite some time, was the sight of an Oricorio Pom Pom. We found a battle! Okay, that's insane work. Yes, dude. Okay, this looks like an incredible team because it has... it's got Pokemon that do things. Like, this is going to give Pixelate to the whole team. Lycanroc is good in this because it gives tough claws to everything and it's a rock setter. You know? I'm going to lead with... Controversially, we're going to lead with Ogerpon Wellspring. Let's sort of just... let's sort of just kill the enemy. Let's just get him. Why don't we? Basculegion. Basculegion has Pixelate. It's Choice Scarved Basculegion with a double edge. That's about as intriguing as I can... This has Hyper Cutter the whole time. God. Dang it. I don't have adaptability for extra damage? I was a fool to think I did. No wonder my Magcargo was unsuccessful. Well... Honestly, why don't you just go in with the Magcargo right about now? What are they going to do to me? What do you have for me? You got Lycanroc. You don't have Lycanroc. But that guy has... It's got Accelerock. I should have got Queenly Majesty online, actually. Arcanine Hisui has hit the scene. Oh my goodness, we've achieved a KO against an opponent. What? What? Well, what do you know? It's Quaquaval, is it? Terrablast Grass, idiot. Oh my goodness. It's Lycanroc hitting the field. Endeavor has been selected. But it didn't affect Magcargo because Magcargo is already at maximum HP. You see. I'm actually... Shouldn't I Shell Smash again? No. You go to Queenly Majesty Tsarina. And then you go back to Magcargo, and I think this guy can't hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. I think I've checkmated you. I think you have Accelerock as your only attack. Am I right? No. You have Taunt. That can... I mean, temporarily that'll do something, but... I consider myself to be smart. Okay? Okay, the Scarf Basculegion will probably... have its day. Yeah. Oh, that has Moxie on it, huh? Well. Oh boy. No, you don't have Iron Head to KO me. That wouldn't make any sense to have coverage for a type that resists your stab combination, would it? You could double edge Pixelate. I see I understand now. I've achieved the memo. Memo received. Well, how about this? Of course, I have a Hyper Cutter, the useless ability Hyper Cutter. Adapt. Imagine if I was better. Imagine if I was a better player, and what would have happened. You can ponder something like that, but it'll never be real. It's never going to be real. This guy's Rockhead, by the way, Double Edge, Terra Fairy. That was a cool combo. That was cool. That was cool. Guy had Moxie, Pixelate, Rockhead, Double Edge Fairy type move on a Roaring Moon, a Terra Fairy. That's quite a combo going on. Me, on the other hand, I have a Magcargo that is impervious to attacks that nobody clicks anyway. It's impervious to water and ground. If anyone even used those. If anyone played the game. You think we can get one more in the video? I hope so. I can only hope. I'll dream about it and then it'll happen. I'll just... Humans only use 10% of their brains. I've activated the other 90%. I can influence the world around me. Jedi shared power. I can influence outside events with my mind. I've just upped the percentage usage of my mind to 100. I've overclocked my mind to 200% power. And at that note, we're gonna shared power Q. Go on. The human mind is pathetic. You can't even get a shared power match if you're at 300% capacity. I'm going down to the depths of the library. I'm in the depths of the library chat with 28 users. Cosplay Furret is in here, and that's an outstanding... That is an outstanding custom avatar. 1 minute. Cosplay Furret with the... It's a chef Furret with another chef, and it's got Furret mittens. This is a 10 out of 10 avatar. Who are you, and who do you think you are with such an avatar? It's unbelievable. Imagine you stumbled into a world full of books that could transport you to different worlds. Which would you choose? Intriguing. Interesting. I would go into a steampunk world and I would submit my answer. A fantasy world is number one. That's not surprising. The work of Tolkien spreads far and wide. That guy had some literary influence. A lot of people want to live in the book. I don't know why, though. I think there's bad stuff going on in there. You could be in danger. People say that stuff. They say they would love to live in a fantasy world, but then after 5 minutes they would realize I don't have my mobile phone, and how am I going to check social media? Am I right, folks? This generation and their technology. Oh, I'd love to live in the world of Kiki's delivery service, and then after 5 minutes, wait a minute. Mark Zuckerberg never existed in this universe, and how am I able to check my Facebook notifications? Facebook is the most popular social media service in the world. But not anymore. Am I right, folks? What an astute observation from Jimothy Cool. Oh boy. I've run out of yarns to spin. I've been spinning yarns at maximum capacity. There's no more yarns. It's just me in the queue. I'll spin a yarn for you once again. Let me spin a yarn. What is yarn? That's like a ball of string that you'd use to knit. And you spin it. What are you spinning it for? And why is that like a term that means I'm telling a story? I'm spinning a yarn. I'm speaking nonsense. Top 5 yarns of all time. Gotta be colored yarns. Patterned yarns. One sec. Google.com. Different kinds of yarn. Now here's a good Google. This is what Google was made for. This is why they made that. Types of yarn: wool, silk, cotton yarn, linen. Folks, I need you to put your favorite yarn in the comments. There's 15 more. Don't tell me things like that. Okay, I don't know, Google. I don't know if novelty yarns as a concept, as a broader concept, counts as a type of yarn. In this context, Google, I'm quitting. The yarn community will have their say once they see this. Are you seeing this queue, folks? Are you seeing this queue? You should have seen what I looked like before clicking record. I was sincerely thought this would be a quick and snappy video. I really did. I truly did. I could pause the recording and come back, but then you would lose the context of, like, when I find a game that has an impact to me, and you would be that impact would be lost on you. You would just instantly receive the game. You wouldn't be with me in the journey. The destination is less important than the journey. That was probably said by an ancient Chinese person. Probably said that. They came up with every quote and we copied them all, I think. I keep finding that to be true, folks. You know, famous quotes you hear from like Mark Twain or something? Turns out some Chinese fella came up with that 6,000 years before Mark Twain did. It's like the same thing reworded. But it's not really fair because they've been around for 6,000 years, so that's a lot of time. So eventually they're going to come up with all the quotes and then there's none left for the rest of us. It's not really fair to have such a time advantage in your existence. You know? Am I making sense? I'm probably pretty sure I'm making more sense than I've ever made. Let me watch it. Is there a shared power battle going on right now? Shared power. No Gen 9 share, but you could have told me that. I'm aware that there's none going on. You didn't need to tell me. Let's go back to the library. Let's go back to the library. What are they talking about in here? They're talking about nothing. They're saying nothing in there. What chat rooms are on here? Sports? I love sports. I like sports. I have a lot to say about sporting. No, I don't. Although I've been reading Slam Dunk. That's a good read. But I don't know about real people playing basketball. I know that Kainan High School in the fictional world of Slam Dunk sure is a tough opponent. That's a tough opponent, okay? They've got an incredible team. And they're only teenagers and they're putting up incredible numbers. It's a frightening thought. Is anybody here? Is it just me? It's only me here. I'm all alone. They've brought me back to the lobby chat. I didn't think I would be back in lobby chat again, but this is what happens to me in these sort of... I'm starting to think if I even find a battle in Gen 9 Shared Power, would it be any different? Would it even be any different? I would click some buttons, send in some pocket monsters, they would share their abilities with the other pocket monsters, and then what are we left with at the end of it all? Probably a bit of fun. I guess that's what it's all about, a bit of fun. A spot of intellectual stimulation. That's what I would be. I'm gonna go with... I've got to vote on this poll, it's important. Madrid versus Madrid is my pick there. I thought about that long and hard. This is the... Folks. Have you ever seen a queue like this? Have you ever seen one? It might be time to take to x.com and tell people I should manipulate the market. I've got to manipulate the market here. I've made a tweet that says queue up shared power immediately. Sorry, not a tweet, I've made an X. This will have no impact on me or anybody else. My views are plummeting. They're plummeting. There's only one viewer left remaining watching this video. The one person still watching this is not a person, it's a little rat in a cage in an experiment. With like a weird... You know those in the films they put like a cap on your head with wires on it and it somehow has an impact on your mind? The rat has that on and he's on YouTube controlling he's controlling the YouTube interface. Perhaps using a hamster wheel or some other device connected to the circuitry. And that's the only creature stupid enough to still be watching this, is that rat. They don't even know what they're watching. Okay, let me... Since we now know who our only viewer left remaining is, let me make it a little bit... We have to maintain retention, of course, don't we? I gotta make sure that my one viewer doesn't leave, don't I? So let's cater this to them. One minute. Look at that, it's an image of cheese. You like that? I found a battle! Thank you. Okay, the viewers are flooding back in. But to that one rat who was my last viewer ever, I thought, until the viewers came back just now. You've earned this. Look at that image of cheese. That'll do something for you. You may not be able to recognize Pokemon iconography, but you see this and a neuron activates and you say, I want that. That's something you can understand. Hopefully. Okay, we're up against probably the most powerful player left remaining. I cannot believe I found a battle. I was beginning to think it couldn't happen. Okay, we're not in a powerful position right off the... There's no way... Okay, what's your rating? 1291. You're gonna... I thought you were actually gonna stealth rock, to be honest, but I've gone with Draco Meteor there in case you went for stealth rock. Okay. Here's what we do. We go Cleffable. We're granting Magic Guard to entire team. What's this doing? Cerilage. I'm moon blasting at once. I thought it was like sash weak armor, so I could break the sash without proccing weak armor by moon blasting. But now Thunderous has hit the scene. I have Levitate for whatever that's worth. I don't think my opponent's using any ground type moves though. Unfortunately. Araquanid. Does Tinkerton has like Thunder Wave? That's bad. Does this one have it? Do you have that? Bulldoze, huh? I just got destroyed by that. A Bulldoze Encore? What? My team does have... They have Magic Guard, right? That works. Maybe there's certain abilities you can't defeat. Like, you can't get them. Stealth Rock Bulldoze Encore knockoff, huh? I beat this. This is not even hard. This is weak armor gaming. I know this. I know what this is. I know who you are. Don't I have Levitate? Am I crazy? How come Bulldoze my Mold Breaker? Mold Breaker. Uh-oh. Okay, here's where we make miracles happen. Shell Smash. I don't know why I have a covert cloak of all things on the planet. You have Flash Fire, that's right. I wasn't cut out for this all this time in the queue, and I wasn't that guy. It was never me. I forgot all about the fact that you just have Flash Fire. I should give this... We should have Mold Breaker somewhere. But then if both players have Mold Breaker, it's almost like, what are we even doing here? Oh, jeez. Well, this is not gonna... We're not gonna be winning this one. Folks. Uh-oh. I thought you would exit. We're not gonna activate Weak Armor. You could Water Absorb. My goodness. I'm an embarrassment to everyone that's ever existed. No, I'm pretty smart. Don't worry about me. Nah, I think I'm actually pretty smart. Pretty intelligent. No, I'm basically the stupidest person to ever exist. Well, thank you for watching my best video yet, folks. I apologize. I should have just played Gen 3 OU or something. That's okay. I've got a video about shared power coming out on the main channel today. Maybe that'll create some interest in the ladder for a couple of days or something, and we could try again. And I'll build something actual. Instead of this stupid idea didn't even work. I don't think anybody attempted to click a ground or water type move against Magcargo, even once. And the one that did, guess what, had Mold Breaker anyway. My goodness. They're out to get me. Goodbye, folks.